What's good, fam, and welcome to Card Stars.
I don't love that.
I don't know what's going on.
We have three incredible artists squaring off against each other to compete for $10,000.
Now it's a whole new ball game.
She's definitely moving slow.
I really need to get it together.
These artists better bring it, though, because they're being judged by the best in the game.
He needs to finish.
I'm worried for Brian, I'm gonna be honest.
Get it done.
I feel like he's just on the edge of his seat.
These artists have 4 hours,
I'm scared.
and the clock starts now.
The timer starts.
Wow, this is happening.
All of a sudden, our hands are shaking.
I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this pressure.
Today, we're making a card on the nicest young guard in the game, Jazian Gortman, AKA Jay Gort.
Take this thing all the way up there.
Repping South Carolina, this baller can do it all. I'm talking driving to the cup, dropping dimes, and banging threes from deep. He also plays with a fierce tenacity and will straight up lock you down on D. Jay Gort balled out in OTE's first season.
The first ever bucket.
And he's about to be a top draft pick in 2023. His game, like his personality, is straight heat, and our competitors are gonna have to bring their best to capture his spirit in this card.
Brian is going very detailed at the beginning.
Getting a chance to actually get in somebody's presence helps me to capture that experience in the show.
My name is Brian Bowens, based out of Jenkintown, Pennsylvania.
Got any ideas how you want to start off?
Yes, I got a ton of them. Art has always been a part of my identity.
You got a notebook and everything, man. You
Yeah,
came prepared, okay?
I highly doubt that people are as intense as I can be in regards to my creative process. You also said that you are a dog. So is there like a specific mode that you go into on defense? Like, you probably take pictures while you're thinking too.
Right.
I'm just confident in my skills. I'm confident in the hours and the time that I put in.
Nah, it looks great, man.
Man, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. My wife and I, we have 4 beautiful children. I think I might play defense because you know you can get past me. So when raising a family, you don't have the luxury of being a starving artist.
We got the slashing, we got the dunking, and then now I got to figure out how I'm going to put my formula together.
I'm just trying to provide a better lifestyle for us as a family.
Yeah, I think we're good to go.
You never used green screen before. Like, how are you adjusting to that?
Just dragging the photo into Photoshop, it was giving me errors. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna struggle here, I'm not gonna lie.
Are they just gonna think like I don't know what I'm doing or like have I ever used Photoshop? Because it looks like I literally never touched the app in my life.
This is not the way I would outline.
I agree.
Going with the flow, like I feel like you just have to really kind of wing it. My name is Kaley and I'm from Miami, Florida. Hey guys.
Hey.
I do feel like an underdog just because I don't have much experience.
You want a little smirk, you said?
Yeah, a little smart.
That little smirk.
Coming to this competition, practically being the least noticed, I am just here to try my best, lift it, yeah.
Perfect.
I have a younger sister. She's definitely like the more confident one. She always like hypes me up. We got a lot of really good options. We can go out to the court now. If she can be super happy for me with this opportunity, I equally should do that for myself.
That's all I can do. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. I try to reflect back on like, you're doing this for you. You got here because people supported you and loved you throughout the whole thing. Can I get you dribbling the ball? I'm trying to make my parents and my sister proud. I think they got what we needed.
When we first watched you, you started with the Sharpie.
She's sketching.
She got confidence, I like it.
That's scary.
It is crazy.
I know that I have the skills to do it, so why don't I just do it with confidence? Yeah. My name is Abby Eckert. I'm from Ridgefield, Washington. Explode up, kind of to get the body movement in there.
Let's go.
I'm the youngest of 4. There you go, whoa, smiling. So I found myself like keeping a lot of things in for a lot of years. Game speed, game speed. That's not your game speed. Come on now. Both of my brothers were super into basketball, so I started playing basketball to like try to relate to them. That's kind of when my style began of sports, portraits, and art. I personally have never seen anybody with my same style. This is entertaining for you, isn't it? Art is just the way that I see things in life. It's really just everything. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Cool, awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We have 3 hours left.
3 hours left. I'm already frazzled at this point.
She's still outlining him.
I'm thinking like, I'm designing a card that's gonna be on tops, and then all of a sudden I have so many nerves.
I saw you do a cutout both on the computer and the iPad.
Yeah. I gave up on Photoshop and I decided to go back to my roots by using my iPad. It's a little bit longer, but I think it'll be better in the long run. Now I'm starting off kind of shaky and trying to like problem solve instead of design. Brian, so what are you doing over there?
I'm getting this line working. It's one of my favorite things to do. I could trace it. You know, that's one way to do it.
Brian here going to details on the eyes. This is cool.
But I feel like that's not inspiring enough.
It's clean, some comic book style.
My hand is the camera, and that's how I want them to see it.
You like line work?
I do.
Oh.
I also love the smell of that,
The spray paint?
the spray paint.
I mean, there's particles flying everywhere.
Trying to distract you, you know?
That's a new tactic we haven't seen yet.
I'm trying to knock out the competition. What do you expect? How's it going?
Kind of struggling a little, I'm not gonna lie. Watching Abby get a lot of stuff done in the same time that I was struggling with just selecting the photo, it did make me panic.
I feel like she's kind of a little behind.
She's definitely a little slow.
My sister and I are really close. I hope that I'm making her proud by doing the best that I can. I'm getting there, it's more kind of like doing it as I go. I'm having the inkling feeling to just go faster and faster and faster.
You guys have 2 hours left on the clock.
Oh, she look like she almost done.
Well, so what do you think about bringing the 6 off of the jersey?
You need to have a flow that takes you all the way around the piece. That side just seemed a little bit empty and I knew I wanted to put something there.
I think you've been winging this whole thing.
I have. I want to inspire female artists. You have nothing to lose.
And when you have a jersey that doesn't have anything on it, it makes it look like it's an unlicensed card.
Who does he play for?
Right.
Just go for it. No looking back.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Brian is moving probably slower than Abby.
I'm focusing on getting everything clean. I care about detail.
Are you concerned at all about how much time you have?
No, not at all. When capturing likenesses in different poses, like you don't want to make mistakes.
He's just a good artist.
You know, what I've been able to do with my craft for my family, I don't take it lightly.
Whatever this is gonna turn out fire.
If I do win, my main goal is to put a down payment on a house for my family.
These are all gonna look a lot different than what is made today.
I'm feeling confident, but at the same time questioning what I'm doing.
I personally could use a little bit more action in the background.
I want to keep the background as plain as possible just because I want to focus on the player.
It may take me 4 hours to be like, oh, I love
I'm
it.
just trying to figure out what kind of small little things I can add.
Hopefully we'll get there.
Just finding like the confidence in myself to be like, this is it.
Honestly, I'm like really not in my creative flow.
I am used to just like setting up time lapse at home and
Listening to music,
it's different being filmed, being under that pressure.
this card is going to be for sale on tops.com, so I really need to get it together.
There's 1 hour left. The clock is ticking.
I'm actually kind of liking what Kaley's doing right now.
To finalize, I'm going to move it back to Photoshop.
It definitely has a feel of sports card.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I see that the photo is a little bit too long.
We have a little bit of an issue.
I start to panic.
This is gonna be quite interesting.
I'm trying to MacGyver it without having to restart, but it just wasn't working.
It's just kind of trying to figure out what I have to adjust.
I need to make sure that my card is presentable for purchase, but I just want to have a good time with it. It is really scary because you never know if anybody's going to like your work.
I don't love that.
The win would just be encouraging to me that somebody sees my work and really likes it.
I'm getting pretty nervous. I know we're in the home stretch, so this card's gonna be available exclusively on tops.com, so I gotta nail every detail.
I realize I haven't done my metallic drip thing yet.
I think it's a fun element to add.
The drip.
College was really the time where I started to develop my own style.
Starting from the Sharpie till now.
It's come a long ways.
This $10,000 would mean a little bit of freedom from student debt. It would be huge.
There's 30 minutes left.
I feel like if I do more, will it ruin it?
That's a lot of time.
The clock's winding down. I feel like I'm done.
You're done?
I think so. Being the underdog, I finally feel like I'm doing something that can inspire people to try new things when it comes to this space.
I'm just like adding to the final details that I already have, and I step back.
Okay, I think I'm done too.
I feel like if I add anything more, it's just gonna get way too crazy.
Pretty nice painting of me.
What's your favorite part?
The whole piece.
I feel like I can finally like relax.
Brian, how do you feel that your two competitors are done?
Now they're just waiting on me to use up all the time that was allotted.
Not to take it all.
Sorry, not sorry.
There's 10 minutes left.
It's all you, Brian. Pressure's on.
Brian looks like a little worker bee. He's just very much like zoned in.
I feel like he's just on the edge of his seat.
He's super detailed right now, making sure everything is perfect.
Nobody's gonna reach perfection, but you can reach a level of excellence. That's my goal.
10, 9, 8,
He needs to finish.
Get it done.
7, 6, 5,
You know, my kids, I think it's cool that they'll be able to get a sneak peek into the process.
4, 3,
You know, hopefully I make them proud.
2,
All right,
1.
Finished.
Time is up. You guys are done.
time's up, and I'm trying not to show on my face that I'm nervous.
I am really proud of myself.
That 4 hours was insane.
All right, judges, it's time to make a decision. First up, I want to hear from our guest expert. Agent, how you living up in the VIP?
What's up, guys? Them artists did their thing on those cards.
No doubt. Tell us what you're thinking.
I like what Kaley did with the J Gort card. It's simple and it's clean.
That is like just my style. Simple, effective.
I like that design from Abby, man. I expect to see that in the city, some clean graffiti. You know, the one you take a flick of?
I have never seen a card like this.
I like Brian's card too. It got a real sports card look to it. I like his style.
I'm a huge basketball fan. That's one of my first loves.
Agent, my guy, thank you. This decision is going to be made by our two judges sitting next to me, though. What are y'all thinking?
So up first, we have Kaley.
It's a simple sports card. I mean, it looks just like something I would pull out of a pack right now.
That is the most consistent feedback I do get.
I like the orange stroke, and I know we both like the framing. There's some texture, it gives it a little bit of depth.
Yeah, I definitely like that.
I do know what I'm doing in a sense.
Kaley definitely tailored her art to make it look like a sports card.
But is it a sports card of the future?
I ended up doing exactly what I wanted and tried to like keep it at that.
Vibe-wise, there's not much emotion, there's no action. We don't think that's necessarily consistent with his personality. It kind of reminds me of like a yearbook photo a little bit, which I don't love.
I feel like it shows him in a much more like relaxed mode.
For the most part, it's pretty much a white background.
It's simple, but I think she could have done a little bit more.
I truly couldn't figure out any other option.
So I think we're all on the same page for this one.
I feel like I did myself proud, I did my sister proud.
So next up, we have Brian's card.
The final product, I think it looks nice.
He used every last minute.
It was the shading, it was the details.
The level of detail and excellence that I put into every line, that can't be denied.
Jay Gork, a big personality.
It definitely captures who he is as a person, mentioning where he's from, and even one of his quotes here is be a dog.
How can I relay different images and messages, you know, within this card?
If I pulled it out of a pack, I'd be pretty excited.
One thing we were talking about, we have the 6 here, but we're missing the 6 on this image.
I really would have liked to seen him put the extra color there.
Even though they're judging me, like I'm judging myself way harder than what they could never imagine.
And the other thing was Brian made a choice to actually remove overtime from both jerseys.
It won't happen again.
I like to know who the player plays for.
I just trust my instincts. I want to innovate.
All right, guys, let's go check out Abby's card.
Out the gate, I love it. I mean, it's something different.
I'm not trying to make it look like every other card that there is.
She used 3 different art utensils, right? So she was really using everything at her disposal, and she did that all in under 4 hours.
It's something that I have really honed in on over the last few years.
This is probably one of the most innovative pieces that we've seen this week.
So I think if you pulled this from a pack, you would definitely be taken aback.
I don't ever want to copy anyone else's style.
I would have liked to have seen her spend a little bit more time on the details of the jersey and making sure she worked on the branding aspect of it.
In the end, it will have the overtime branding put on it.
I was a little underwhelmed by the placement of the name and even the number 6 on the side.
Yeah, that did feel a little bit slapped on.
What I do is very different from what other people do, so I really hope that they can see that.
Sounds like you guys got a tough decision to make.
Yes.
When we walk back out to the set, I'm numb.
I'm starting to get a little nervous.
I know the competition was really tough today,
I'm feeling more anxious now.
and I respect all y'all's grind.
I'm thinking about my family, my wife, and my children.
But only today's champ will have a chance to win a $10,000 prize.
That's not chump change.
$10,000, like I can't even conceptualize it.
And the winner,
I want to go to the next round. I want to see how far I can push it.
This win, it would mean a ton to me.
of Card Stars,
I'm feeling doubts.
Is it me?
I'm feeling nerves.
My heart is beating a little faster.
advancing to the finals,
I just want to know.
And I'm thinking I should win.
is Brian.
When he said what he said, it was almost like I didn't hear it.
Honestly, like so happy for Brian. Job well done.
He was someone that I already appreciate his work. Losing to that is honestly an honor.
You shouldn't doubt yourself.
Brian's card had a good vibe, but to be crowned the champion, he's gonna have to bring that next level energy in the final.
I felt like that was a nice warm-up. Well, now I can move on to the next round and really get to work.
Yeah, man, I like the card. It's tough. Congrats on winning this round and see you in the final round.
The OTE Topps cards, which they just made, are available right now exclusively on Topps.com.
This Topps card is going to be sold and going to be in people's hands.
I can't wait to see how this card looks once they produce it.
On the next episode of Card Stars, it's on the Card Stars Final.
Showtime! It looks not good.
Please don't crash.
There's doubters in the room.
Winner's getting $10,000.
Winner takes all.
I might not finish.
This is it.
I'm probably in the same boat with them.
What if no one finishes and then everybody's incomplete?
Overtime Fits keeps blessing me with all these fits, and you can cop them too. Head over to the OT shop and peep some of these new drops. All you gotta do is click the link below.